Hello everyone, good morning, how are you all? So yes, good afternoon everyone. Today we are starting with the science mixed questions where we will be having physics, chemistry, biology all at a single time. And yes, let's see how much you are well prepared for your examinations. So yes, this session is for SSC CHSL, CPO, MTS, all the examinations, and in the evening we have session for CGL, right? So yes, without any delay, let's start with the first question. What's the first question of the day? The first question is, the law of gravitation is applicable for what? Now we have four options. What are they? The four options are only charged body, second is only planets, third one is only stars, and fourth one is all bodies in the universe having mass. Now we have four options over here. Now this question is very important because as soon as we see the gravitation part, the first thing that clicks into our mind is, sir, gravitation. That means we must be talking about planets, right? But no, it's not only about planets, it's about everything. Everything means everything that is actually having mass, whether it is this pen, whether it is water bottle, whatever you are thinking of, if it is having mass, then their law of gravitation will be applicable. So we have Akhileshwar as the first one to give this answer. And yes, Akhileshwar, you are totally correct. Please remember, whenever we talk about any of the body which is in this universe, but the main concept is it should have mass. Anything that has mass, their law of gravitational will be applicable. See, if I'll talk about charged body, it's correct, but the term that is written here, only charged body, only planet, only star, this would be wrong, because each and everything which is there on the in the universe, when it is having mass, this means law of gravitation is applicable there. Now whatever comes in your mind with the mass, that would be your part in which law of gravitation would be applicable. So yes, if I talk about law of gravitation, that means it is applicable on each and everything having mass. So option D is the correct answer. Next, rainbow is formed due to dash. Now we have four options: refraction and dispersion, scattering and diffraction, diffraction and refraction, and reflection, refraction and dispersion. What is the correct answer here? And everyone who is there in the session, kindly start commenting. And yes, do not forget to like it. And yes, do not forget to subscribe our channel as well. So yes, question is, rainbow is formed due to what? So we have four options here. Now you must be thinking, sir, it is seeming quite confusing, right? Sir, how is it possible that reflection is also there, refraction is also there? So I'll be explaining this, but before that I want this answer. Rainbow is formed because of what? Rainbow. Where if I can talk about any of the water droplet, if a light is trying to pass through it, it will be divided into 7 different colors, right? And which is that part? That is your Vibgyor. What is Vibgyor? Vibgyor stands for violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So these are the 7 colors. And since this particular light is splitting into 7 different colors, we can talk about dispersion over here. So one of the option is dispersion, which is here also and here also. What about other options? Now, here, if I talk about this reflection and diffraction, let's understand about it. Do you remember when we were talking about this reflection process, what was happening? If we are talking about any of the mirror and any of the ray which comes here and strikes it. Now this ray, since it is coming, it is known as incident ray. Now after this striking, it reflects back. That's why it is known as reflected ray. And according to the law of reflection, angle I is equal to angle R. Do not forget. And yes, all these points, that is this particular point, they are lying on a same plane. This is the law of reflection. These all the things are asked in the examination. We are studying here 360 degree. All the questions which can be asked in the examination or are asked, we are discussing here. So yes, law of reflection, angle of incidence and angle of reflection are equal. And now if I talk about refraction, what is happening? Just have a look. There was a droplet which was trying to enter this part. Now this is the air medium and this is the medium of water. So what is happening? Medium is also changing. That's why we can say that reflection is also there, refraction is also there, and dispersion is also there. That's why, Akhileshwar, you are totally correct. That is option number D. That is totally correct. So Vikramaditya, hello, how are you? So I guess these points are clear. Let's move forward to the next question now. Next is, the weight of a body will be maximum at which location? Equator, poles, center of the earth, or is it same at all the places? What is the correct answer here? We are talking about weight of a body. So it will be maximum at which particular location? Is it equator, poles, center of the earth, or it will be same at all the places? What is the correct answer here? And everyone who is there in the session, please start commenting so that I can start interaction with you. And all these questions are previously asked, so all are important. So Akhilesh is going with A. So that is, it would be equator. Okay. What about Vikram? Vikram, what is your answer? We have discussed about it. What? When we will talk about gravitation in that part, please remember, if this is Earth and these are what? These are known as poles. One of them is North Pole and one of them is South Pole. Please remember, whenever body tends to move towards the pole, at that time what happens? During moving towards the pole, its gravity is actually increasing. Towards the equator, gravity actually decreases. But if someone will ask about the center, please remember at that location it would be 0, right? So yes, let's have a look over here. We are talking about the weight of a body. Now weight is calculated how? We have a formula. What is the weight formula? Weight's formula is W is equal to mass into gravity. Now, we are aware of mass is never going to change. It never changes. Wherever you are, wherever you go, wherever you are, mass will never change. Whatsoever may happen, mass is never going to change. But what will change? Gravity. Now just have a look. If I'll go towards the pole, if gravity's value will increase, weight's value will also increase since mass is constant. So it will be like this. If gravity is increasing, weight will increase. If gravity is decreasing, weight will decrease. Simple. So yes, Albertson is totally correct here. What is the correct answer? The correct answer would be poles. Got my point? So I'll write here. If you're going towards the equator, the weight is actually going to decrease. But if you're going towards the pole, your weight is going to increase. Why? Because weight is totally dependent on gravity part. If gravity is increasing, weight is increasing. Weight is decreasing, then gravity is decreasing. Simple. So Akleshwar, Vikram, Albertson. I guess this point is clear. Okay, let's move forward with the next question now. Next is, the head mirror used by the ENT doctors is dash. So is it concave, convex, plane, or plano-convex? What is the correct answer here? And everyone who's there in the session, please like it. And yes, start giving answer as well. Yeah, so my question is, the head mirror used by ENT doctors is what? So is it concave, convex, plane, or plano-convex? What is the correct answer here? Answer please. The head mirror used by the ENT doctors. See, if you are not aware of these ENT doctors, if we keep on moving from center of earth, yeah, totally correct, Akleshwar. If you will go towards the poles, na, your weight will increase. Now, if someone says, na, your weight is, you are gaining weight a lot, so tell them it's not mine issue, it's the issue of gravity actually. Okay, if you will go towards the pole, your weight will increase actually. Okay, so Akleshwar is going with A, Albertson is also going with A. Now, Vikram is also going with A. Very good. All of you are correct, but let me tell you about these ENT doctors. Although this is from bio part, but it's important. Who are ENT doctors? E stands for ear, N stands for nose, and T stands for throat. So ENT doctors are the one who are looking at the issue which are there in your ear, nose, or throat. Fine. Now, if they are using something, what they will use? They will use those mirrors which will show you the larger image. Why? If you will check the ears, we need a larger image over there, right? Now, if I'm talking about that particular part where I'm talking about ears or nose, we want a larger image. And for larger image, we are aware of, we use concave. But if someone will talk about the smaller image, so for the smaller image, what we will do? We will use convex mirror, where you can talk about automobiles, right? Now, what's left? The option which is left is plane. Plane mirror always will show you the same size of image. Every day on the daily basis, we see our faces, right? And we have same kind of image. That means plane mirror will show the same size, convex smaller one, and concave bigger one. So Akhileshwar is saying, sir, what about beyond poles? See, if I talk about beyond poles, if there would be no gravity actually that is existing, what will happen? At that time, we will not face any kind of weight. For example, I'll give you the best example. When astronauts go into the space, at that time you have seen, they keep on floating. That's at that location, what is happening? There is no such gravity that is existing. If gravity will not be there, what will be its value? Just have a look. I told you about the weights formula. Weights formula was what? That was mass into gravity. Now just think of the scenario when outside the earth there is no such gravity that is existing. So if G's value will go 0, What will be the value of weight? It will be mass into 0. This means weight will be equal to 0 over there. So weight is actually dependent on the gravity because mass is always same. So Akhilesh, I guess I have told you a point. If Albertson, yeah, car mirror, that is automobile mirror, we can talk about car mirror, we can talk about bikes mirror. They are using what? They are using convex mirrors, right? So I guess Akhilesh, your doubt is clear. Albertson, Vikram. Let's move forward to the next question now. So here concave was the correct answer. Next, sky appears to an astronaut dash. So what would be the color of the sky that would be appearing to the astronaut? Answer please. And everyone who is there in the session, please like it and share it. Yes, answer please. The sky appears to an astronaut. What is the color that of the sky that appears to the astronaut? Is it white, dark blue, light green or black? What do you think? Astronauts, when they are in the space, what kind of color they must be visiting? So Akhilesh is saying, sir, it would be D. That is, sir, it is going to be black. Then Alberts and Vikram, what do you think? The color? Albertson is also going with D. Okay. Then who is left? Vikram is left. Vikram, your answer, please. Your answer, please. So what do you think? Okay. So here, if I'll go with the sky's color to an astronaut, see, we know that what happens whenever we talk about any of the color, what is happening? The color which is coming here, it is actually divided to different parts. That is sky is blue color. Why? Because blue color scattering is more. That's why sky is appearing blue. What happens? The color which is actually reflected back, that we can see all the other colors are absorbed. Now what if we are talking about astronauts? Since we are talking about astronaut, that means there is no such atmosphere available. When there is no such atmosphere, that means there would be no such light. And when there is no light, in physics we call that a black color, right? So here, that's totally correct. Vikram, here the correct answer is going to be black. Since there is no such atmosphere, there is no such light, that's why the color is going to be black. Fine. Okay. So in short, I'll say in physics, black color means there is no such color that is present. Okay. Let's move forward with the next question now. Next question is, in which of the following speed of sound is maximum? Very, very important question. Very, very important question. Here, I'll talk about two of the different questions which are asked in the examination. Now, which are they? First of all, I want the answer, then I'll explain. Yes, answer please. My question is, in which of the following speed of sound is maximum? What do you think? It must be maximum where? Answer please. Waiting for the answer. So Vikram is saying, sir, it would be vacuum. Akhilesh is saying, sir, it would be A, that is steel. Okay. See, Vikram, I'll give you the hint. Whenever we'll talk about sound, if it has the medium, that is solid, liquid, gas. If we are talking about the medium in which molecules are nearby, if molecules are nearby, then it can easily propagate. So this means sound will travel fastest in the sound, then in liquid, and then in gas. Right? Now, let's see who can answer this part now. So Akhilesh is going with A. Albertson is going with A. Vikram, I guess with this concept, you must also be cleared up that we are talking about the molecules. So that's totally correct. In the steel, sound will travel with the maximum speed. Okay. So the speed of sound would be maximum in the steel part, as already understood, because of the presence of the molecules which are nearby. Lesser distance is there between the molecules and hence speed of sound will be maximum in the steel. Okay. So Vikram, Akhleshwar, Albertson. Let's move forward to the next question. Before moving towards the next question, we have Example official application where we have free lab paid courses with the test series, free subject wise and topic wise quiz with the report card, then job alert, admit card, examination date, all exam previous year PDF with the solution, free all India scholarship test with the report card. Then we have topic wise free live classes, free full length and sectional test with the report card, free exam wise PDF and practice set PDF, daily, weekly, monthly current affair, then unlimited subject wise practice set questions. And yes, the most important thing, how you are going to get it, just go to the Play Store, type Example over there, click on the install button, click on the open part, just do the registration and start using it. Okay, so Now, moving forward to the next question. If the mass of an object is 60 kg, what will be its weight on moon? So answer please. This question is important and we have discussed this question previously. So this time I guess everyone will be correct. Let's see who is the first one to answer this. Question is, if the mass of an object is 60 kg, what will be its weight on the moon? What do you think? What is going to be its weight? Answer. Waiting for the answer, please. What is going to be its weight? And everyone who is there in the session, please like it and share it and start solving this question. So Akhleshwar is going with 10 Newton. Sir, it would be 10 Newton. Okay. So Akhleshwar is the first one to give answer D. Albertson, Vikram, your answer please. And others who are there in the session, I want your comment as well. Apart from Akhleshwar, is there anyone else who's trying to solve this? Albertson, Vikram, come on man, you can do it. But I'll move forward only when you all will give this answer. At least Albertson and Vikram. Akhleshwar has already told, sir, it would be 10 Newton. I know this one is quite confusing, but very important for the examination. So yes, let me tell you, if someone asks you about the mass will never change. If question is asked, mass of the mass of the body on the earth is so and so, what will be the mass on the moon? It will never change, it will be same. Now let's try to calculate it. If I try to write the weight, so weight's formula is mass into gravity, right? Now what is given? Mass of an object is given 60 kg. That is, weight will be, mass is 60 kg. What is the gravity? If I talk about the gravity here, we put its value 9.8, right? So Vikram is going with A, that is 60 Newton. Great. So yes, what I was talking about this weight. Weight's formula is mass into gravity. So what will be the weight of object? So weight of the object is not 60 kg. It is the mass of object, that is 60 kg. What is weight? Weight is mass into gravity. That is 60 into gravity. Now what is the gravity's value? So here I'll write 10. This means the gravity's value is going to be, the weight's value is going to be 600. That is 600 Newton. Now what is going to happen? If someone will ask me, sir, what will be its weight on moon? So if I talk about its weight on moon, then we know that if I'm talking about the Earth's gravity, let us assume its value is G. Then the moon's gravity is equal to what? Moon's gravity is 1/6 of gravity of Earth. This means I'll do what? I'll just try to calculate it in this manner. It would be what? So here it would be 1/6. It would be 1/6 on the Earth. So it would be, what is that? Weight is equal to 100 Newton. So let's see who is correct here. So Akhleshwar's answer is C now, and that was totally correct. That was 100 Newton. I guess everyone got this answer. This is very, very important. I don't want anyone to be wrong in the main examination. If you want, I can explain this part again. But do not forget, what is that? If I'm talking about the gravity's value. So Earth's gravity is, let us assume G. We know that it would be 9.8, but let us assume it would be G. So moon's gravity will be G by 6. So G by 6 into the mass, that is, you can calculate its weight over here, right? So here, what is the answer? Answer is going to be 100 Newton. So I guess it's okay now. Let's move forward now. So this was 600. It would be easy to understand. Yeah. Next question is, humidity is measured by dash. So how you are going to measure the humidity? Now this question is from SSC GD. This is asked in CHSL. This is asked in CPO. It is also asked in CGL. So very simple, but we must be aware of that this question is from the previous year question part in many of the examination. So let's see who can answer this. Humidity is measured by what? Is it hydrometer, hygrometer, pyrometer or lactometer? What is the correct answer? Akhleshwar is going with B. That is hygrometer. Vikram, Albertson, great. That is hygrometer will be the correct answer. Now what is humidity? In the atmosphere, Albertson, Vikram, Akhleshwar, all of you are correct. If I talk about the atmosphere, there is moisture, right? In Hindi, we call it nami. In Hindi, we call it adrata. So what's that? if I want to calculate its value, that is humidity, so it would be measured by hygrometer. Now what about this pyrometer? Pyrometer is a device which is used to measure the temperature. It is used to measure the temperature. Now what is left? Talking about lactometer. See, from the lacto word it is clear. What is meter? Meter must be some sort of instrument that we are using. Lacto, you can relate it with the lactobacillus bacteria or lactic acid. So this means lactic acid. We are talking about milk over there. So for the purity of the milk, to check the purity of the milk, we are using what? To check the purity of the milk, we are using lactometer. So please remember, all these questions are repeatedly asked. Do not forget. Okay. So let's move forward to the next question now. Phenomena of radioactivity was discovered by whom? Phenomena of radioactivity was discovered by whom? Was the Becquerel, Rutherford, Curie or Curie? It's written wrong. It is Curie over here. Yeah. So what is the correct answer over here? We're talking about the phenomena of radioactivity. So it was discovered by whom? Let's see who can answer this part. Yeah, totally correct, Vikram. Absolutely correct. So I'm waiting for the answer. Who can answer this part? Answer please. So Akhleshwar is going with A. That is, sir, it would be Becquerel. Others? What do you think? Vikram, Albertson? And all the others who are there in the session, please start commenting. Say Akhleshwar, how can this happen if someone has discovered, then there won't be one discoverer. In some of the cases, for example, if I'll talk about aeroplane, there were two brothers, right? Wright brothers. So in this case, there are no two people. Now, since you are talking about C, I will explain that part also. Don't worry, Akhleshwar. So Vikram, Albertson, Akhleshwar, you all are correct. The correct answer is Becquerel. Now, Akhleshwar was asking me, sir, can it be Curie as well? No. When this radioactivity was discovered, at that time, he was Henry Becquerel who actually discovered it. Who was he? He was Henry Becquerel. Now, what is radioactivity? If I'll talk about some of the elements where we can talk about uranium and all other things. So what happens? They keep on disintegrating. And when they keep on disintegrating, they release alpha, beta, gamma rays. And please remember, they are unstable. Why? Because what happens? Because of the instability in their nucleus, they keep on sending those rays and they keep on disintegrating. Now, if I'll talk about this Curie, after the discovery of radioactivity part, what was radioactivity and all, we knew about thorium and all, there was a thing that was discovered by Curie. And what was that? That was the discovery of radium. Now, you are talking about two people, na? So, actually for the discovery of radium, there were two people. Both of them were Curie, but which one? One was Marie Curie and one was Pierre Curie. They were husband-wife, right? So Pierre Curie and Marie Curie discovered radium. Obviously the radioactive element, but the radioactivity that was discovered was by Becquerel. And yes, if someone asks me about the SI unit, if someone will ask me about the SI unit, so it would be Becquerel only. But yes, there are other units also. If I talk about other units, there one of the unit is also Curie for the radioactivity, right? So again, I'll say, do not get confused. Radioactivity was discovered by Henry Becquerel. Its SI unit is again Becquerel, but other units if I'll talk about, then their Curie is also their unit, but it's not SI unit. SI unit is only one for everything. Whether if I'll talk about length, that is meter. If I'll talk about time, it is second. If I'll talk about mass, it is kilogram, right? If I'll talk about current, that is ampere. If I'll talk about the amount of substance, that is mole. If I'll talk about the intensity of the light, luminous intensity, that is candela. Remember that part? Okay. So let's move forward now. Yeah. So Akhilesh should know about all those details. Okay. So let's move forward now. Great. So let's move forward now. Here, Henry Becquerel was the correct answer. Who developed atom bomb? So was he Werner von Braun? Was he J. Robert Oppenheimer? Was he Edward Taylor? Or was he Samuel Cohen? What is the correct answer here? Answer please. What is the correct answer? Who developed atom bomb? Was he Werner? Was he J. Robert? Was he Edward? Or was he Samuel? So Akhleshwar is going with B option. Albertson, Vikram, are you also with the same option? Vikram is also going with B. Then Albertson, are you also with the same option? Answer please. Albertson, your answer is pending. See, if I talk about this atom bomb, there are two questions which are asked in the examination. One is who discovered it. So I gave you the trick. If I talk about only this part of the name, that is Oppenheimer. So what's that? I gave you the trick. Albertson, Vikram, Akhilesh, all of you correct. If you forget this name in the examination, remember, if atom bomb explodes, what is going to happen? Many people will die, right? And they will die in the high amount. If I talk about the same thing in Hindi, we say that high amount में लोग मर जाएंगे. What will happen? Many people will die in the high amount or huge amount. So high mar. This was the trick which I have actually kept for the Hindi medium candidates, and if you can understand this quite little bit Hindi also, these tricks will be beneficial. So high mar, people will die with the higher amount. So you can just try to relate it with that. Okay, so this is the thing. Now if I talk about this atom bomb, this was also used during the World War, right? During the World War, there were atom bombs. Now this is asked in the examination. What were the names of those two atom bombs? That was Fat Man, and another one was Little Boy. Since these questions are asked in the examination, we must not forget them, right? Okay, so this is the important one. Moving forward to the next question. Cinnabar is an ore of what? This is repeatedly asked in the examination. Cinnabar is the ore of what? Cinnabar. Is it the ore of lead, manganese, molybdenum or mercury? What is the correct answer? Answer please. And let me tell you, this is again and again asked in the examination. This cinnabar. Yes. Cinnabar. Now if I talk about lead, I know. What's that? Galena. So obviously the first part is going to be wrong. Yes, answer please. So yeah, we have received the answers. Akhilesh or Albertson, you're going with D. Then who is left? Vikram is left. Vikram, your answer is left, please. And everyone else who is there in the session, please answer this part. Waiting. So Vikram is also going with D. That's totally correct. If I talk about mercury, so cinnabar is actually the ore of mercury. And one more thing, if mercury enters into a body, the issue which comes in a body is what? That is mini mata. What is that? It is mini meta. Do not forget, again, this one is important because it is repeatedly asked. Apart from that, cadmium, itai disease is asked. So cadmium, itai, mercury, cinnabar is the ore, and yes, because of the presence of mercury in a body, the issue that can be there is mini meta. Okay, so let's move forward to the next question now. Which of the following is not contained by the German silver? Which of the following is not contained by the German silver? Is it copper, nickel, silver or zinc? Now, actually I have tricks for each and every question, but the only thing is that how many of you are from Hindi medium so that I can use those tricks in all these questions. Okay, so which of the following is not contained by German silver? What is the correct answer over here? Answer please. Need answer from everyone. So Vikram is going with C. So it would be silver. Okay. So Akhilesh or Albertson, are you also going with the same answer? Albertson is with D. That is zinc. Okay. Who's left? Akhilesh is left. Akhilesh, your answer please. And all the other candidates who are there in the session, please start answering now. You have to just use your hand little bit. Your energy will not get wasted over there. If energy gets wasted, don't worry. I'll be sending fruits for you. But please answer this. Akhilesh, I'm getting your comments quite late, I guess. Okay, Akhilesh is also going with C. So Albertson has given answer D here. Albertson, I'll give you the trick here. Please remember, when we are talking about this German silver, question is asked in two ways. One is, what all things are there in German silver? Second is, how much percentage of silver is here? So Albertson has also given the answer silver. Totally correct. Very good. So what I was saying, if I talk about German silver, there is 0% silver. Now there was a trick which I created for the Hindi medium candidates. What was that? When I was teaching this German silver, you must be wondering, sir, name is German silver. It seems as if from Germany the silver is imported, but there is no such silver. Now in Hindi what will say? Kyun nahi hai ji? What I am saying? In Hindi, you will say, Albertson, Akhilesh or Vikram, you might be asking, sir, German silver seems Germany se aaya hoga, but kyun nahi hai ji? Kyun nahi hai ji? Just try to have it. Look at it. Kyun नहीं है जी. क्यों नहीं है जी? So क्यों नहीं है जी is actually the part which is the combination which gives you the German silver, right? So yes, Cu stands for copper, Ni stands for nickel, Zn stands for zinc. So these are the parts which are present in German silver. What is not there? The only thing which is not there is your silver. So in German silver there is only 0% silver, that is there is no such silver present. Okay, so this would be the trick and it is going to be very beneficial. I have tricks for all the questions. The only thing is that I want interaction from each and every one of you, right? Okay, so let's move forward with the next question now. Newland's relation is called what? Newland's relation is called what? Newland. Now this question is from where? If you don't know about Newland, let me tell you, this is the question from chemistry part. So yes, Newland's relation is known as what? What is it? Answer please. Waiting for the answer. Thank you, Vikram, for the same. Thank you. So yes, what I was asking, Newland's relation is called what? Now see what happened. Already received the answer. Okay, great. Akhilesh is the first one to answer this. Now if I'll talk about periodic table. When we talk about periodic table, in the very starting, we knew what? There were several elements that were being discovered, right? But in the starting, what was happening? The concept that was used was of atomic masses. In the starting, the logic that was used was of atomic mass. So according to the atomic mass, they were arranged in such a manner that we can understand about the properties of those elements. And yes, after some interval, the properties were actually repeating. Now what happened? Newland actually used the logic of what? Sa re ga ma pa. What was it? Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. So just have a look. What is happening? From this side is starting and it is also ending with sa. This means the first element and again this element after the seventh part, that is the eighth one, is again repeating with the same property. Just have a look. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. That is sa and sa is repeating. In the similar manner, when this periodic table was being made by Newland, he made it in such a manner that yes, once again, when after the seven elements, those properties will be repeating. The same logic. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. Sa and sa are repeating. In the similar manner, those properties are repeating. So since we are talking about 8 of them, right? Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. 8 of them. So that's why here also the logic came of law of octaves. So he was relating those elements with this part. So that's why it was known as law of octaves. So Newland's relation is called law of octave. But please remember, it was only in the starting that atomic mass logic was used. But in the present time, it's not atomic masses. The modern periodic table is actually based on atomic number. So there's a difference between both, that is atomic mass and atomic number. If I'll talk about mass here, there's a sum of number of protons and neutrons, right? Okay, so let's move forward now. We have next question. Where does the cabbage store food? Again, the previous year questions, since all the previous year questions are important. So my question is, where does the cabbage store food? Let's see who can answer this part. Where does the cabbage store food? In Hindi, we call it band gobi, right? So yes, cabbage stores food where? In its leaves, stems, fruit or scurvy? What is that? Where does the cabbage store food? And everyone who is there in the session, please like it and share it. Please do that. Yeah. So Akhilesh is going with A. So that is leaves. We know that cabbage is consisting of what? Obviously, there are lots of leaves which are combined together, right? So yeah, Vikram is going with B. Albertson is going with B. That is stem. So let me tell you here, if I talk about the storage of food, that is your leaves. So here, leaves is the correct answer. So cabbage stores food in their leaves. Next, elements which are known as primary nutrients to the plants are dash. Elements which are known as primary nutrients to the plants. Now, which one would be the primary nutrient to the plants? Obviously, previous year questions, so the important one. But this question is repeatedly asked, that's why I marked PYQ. Obviously, all the questions are from previous year part. But wherever I'm marking those stars, PYQ, they are repeatedly asked, so this one is important. So Vikram is the first one to answer this, sir. It would be B, that is NO, that is nitrogen, oxygen, silicon. Akhilesh is going with A, so that is it would be nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Others? Vikram, Asha, you gave the answer for the previous one. Albertson is going with A. Okay, so that's true. If I talk about the elements which are known as primary nutrients for the plants, they are what? They are N, P, K. So N, P, K, that is nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium would be the correct answer. So here option number A is going to be the correct one. That is nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Next, very basic question. How many groups are there in the periodic table? Very, very basic question. But yes, since it is asked in the examination, we had to ask it. So yeah, how many periods are there? Then I'll be telling about, they're asking about groups, sorry. How many groups are there in the periodic table? Very basic one. I guess you can answer this in the super fast manner. No need to have discussion on this. But yes, I will have discussion because there are several other questions which are asked from the same part. So answer please. Question is, how many groups are there in the periodic table? Is it 18, 8, 28 or 17? So Akhilesh is going with A. Albertson, I guess you are also sure about this. So I'll not waste time over here. Please remember, there are total how many groups? 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. They are till 18. So 1 to 18, these are known as groups. But if I'll move from top to bottom, so here in this manner, these are actually total number in 7 that are known as periods. Now, there are two important questions. One question comes from 17th group, one is from 18th group, no doubt. Other also there. First one, for example, they will be alkali metals. But the question which is asked in the examination is basically from 17th and 18th group. So 18th group ones are also known as noble gases, or we can say that they are known as inert gases. But if I talk about the 17th group, the 17th group is what? These 17th group elements are known as halogens. What are they? They are known as halogens. Okay. So here we have 7 periods, 18 groups, where 17th group is halogens, 18th group is noble gases. We can talk about inert gases as well. Okay. So all of you were correct here. Next, which part of the plant gives us saffron? Now since we are talking about saffron, so you know what is saffron? We talk about kesar. Small babies are actually given with this saffron part, that is kesar, so that they can remain healthy. So let's see who can give this answer. Answer please. From where are we going to get this saffron? Answer please. Answer. From which part of the plant you are going to get the saffron? Akhilesh is going with B. Vikram is going with A. Petals, roots. Okay. Then Albertson is left. Albertson, what would be your answer? If I talk about these flowers, these are what? Petals, right? This is the stem part. If I talk about roots, it is present here. So obviously root is not going to be the correct answer. On petals, we don't get anything. The stem, you're not going to get. So from where you will get? Yeah, that's totally correct. So Vikram, D would be the correct answer. Totally correct. Please remember, stigma is going to be the correct answer. That is D. Next, which of the following is a plant hormone? Which of the following is a plant hormone? Now I'll be telling you about all those particular parts where these hormones are actually originating from. So before that, I want the answer. Which of the following is a plant hormone? Is it insulin, thyroxine, estrogen or cytokinin? What is the correct answer over here? Then we will discuss about each and every option one by one. Answer. And everyone who's there in the session, please like it and start giving comments so that I can start interacting with you as well. So Akhilesh is the first one to answer this, and it would be cytokinin. Vikram is saying that it would be B, that is thyroxine. Okay. Albertson is going with D. Okay. So Vikram, let me tell you, if I talk about our body, in our body, this part, that is our neck, right? In this part of neck, we have a butterfly shaped structure. Butterfly shaped structure in this manner, which is known as thyroid gland. What is that? That is known as thyroid gland. This is present in our neck. And above this part, we have 4 dots, which are known as parathyroid. What is that? It is known as parathyroid. Now, this thyroid gland is the one from where insulin actually comes out. What is that? From here, insulin actually comes out. This means, sorry. From here, thyroxine actually comes out. Thyroxine. So obviously thyroxine is in the human body. Now talk about insulin, it originates from where? If I talk about pancreas, in pancreas we have isolates of Langerhans. What is that? Isolates of Langerhans. And from this isolates of Langerhans, we have three type of cell that are released: alpha, beta and delta. From this beta cell we are getting insulin. So obviously this is again from human body. Now if I talk about this estrogen, this is present in females. Females, this means again we are talking about humans. So insulin, thyroxine, estrogen, they are present in humans. Now what was asked? We were asked about plant hormone. So what is left? That is your cytokinin. So cytokinin is the one which is actually a plant hormone. Apart from that, what are plant hormones? We can talk about gibberellins over there, right? So gibberellin, the cytokinin, they all are plant hormones. I guess you are able to understand this part. Okay, let's move forward now. We have next question, and the next question is, in which ecosystem grassland is included? In which of the following ecosystem grassland is included? So what is that? In which ecosystem grassland is included? Is it marine, freshwater, terrestrial or artificial? What is the correct answer here? In which ecosystem grassland is included? Answer. So is it marine, freshwater, terrestrial or artificial? So from the name itself, it will give you the clarity. So Akhleshwar is the first one to answer this. Akhleshwar is saying, sir, it is going to be C, that is terrestrial. Okay. Albertson is also going with C. Then, apart from Akhleshwar and Albertson, Vikram I think is saying C. Albertson, your answer is left actually. So by mistake, I thought that this is Albertson. Okay. So yeah, got your answer. So Akhilesh, Albertson and Vikram, all of you are going with C. That's totally correct. See, if I talk about terrestrial, that means we are talking about surface of the earth, right? Where you can talk about grasslands. Now, if I talk about marine, that means we can talk about any of the water body. We can include ocean over there. Fresh water, where you can talk about springs or rivers. If I talk about artificial ecosystem, what is that? In the artificial ecosystem, this is actually man-made, where the best example can be aquarium. In the aquarium, we have made that structure in which we have put water, we have fishes, and we give them food. And that ecosystem, which is man-made, that would be known as artificial ecosystem. So yes, what is the correct answer over here? The correct answer over here would be what? The correct answer would be terrestrial. Simple. So yes, all of you were correct over here. Next, which of the following is an indicator of air pollution? Which of the following is the indicator of air pollution? Who will give this answer? Which of the following is the indicator of air pollution? Answer please. Waiting. Vikram, Albertson, Akhleshwar. What is the correct answer? Indicator of the air pollution. So if I talk about the air pollution, this means this particular pollution is causing the issue in air, right? Now how? Because of the presence of automobiles, unburnt gases, unburnt fuels. Then you can talk about factories from where we get this SPM, suspended particulate matter, where SO2, NOx is released. So that causes what? Air pollution. So yes, best what is the indicator of air pollution? So Vikram is going with C, Akhleshwar is going with D, Albertson is going with A. So we have options A, C and A, B and D. Okay. Let me tell you, that is lichens. So lichens are the ones which are actually the indicator of air pollution. And please do not go wrong with this answer, because this is repeatedly asked. This one is important again. So I'll put double star. This is repeatedly asked. Okay. So which one is of the following is the indicator of air pollution? That would be lichens. Next. Stone cancer occurs due to dash. Now this question we had yesterday also in the marathon session. Remember? So I guess this time no one would be wrong. The question is, which one, stone cancer occurs due to what? So is it acid rain, global warming, radioactivity or bacterial action? So Vikram is going with D. Albertson, are you going with A option over here? Okay. Who is left? Akhleshwar is left. Akhleshwar, what's your answer? Vikram is now going with A. Okay. Who's left? Akhleshwar is left. Okay. Fine. So if I talk about this acid rain, that's the correct answer. Stone cancer. What is it? I can even talk about marble cancer. One and the same thing. Yesterday I asked about marble cancer. This is stone cancer. And both of them are because of what? They are because of the SO2 gases, that is sulfur dioxide, or nitrous oxide gases, that is NOx. When they are released by the factories, in the atmosphere, SO2 makes H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid, and NOx makes HNO3, that is nitric acid. And this, when falls on the ground, it comes in the form of acid rain. So yes, it was previous year question we have discussed, but that was marble cancer yesterday. So yes, H2SO4 and HNO3, since they are acids, when they come on the ground, they act as a acid rain, and this leads to stone cancer or the marble cancer. So yes, acid rain is going to be the correct answer. Okay, Vikram. Acha, you were giving that answer. That was previous year. I guess I was getting a comment quite late, that's why. Okay, so this was stone cancer, which is caused by the acid rain. Now we have exam for official application, which is one-stop solution for the government job aspirants. We have live paid courses with the test series. We have free subject-wise, topic-wise quiz with the report card, job alert, admit card, examination date, all exam previous year PDF with the solution, free all India scholarship test with the report card. Then we have topic-wise free live classes, free full-length and sectional test with the report card, free exam-wise PDF and practice set PDF, daily, weekly and monthly current affairs, unlimited subject-wise practice questions. All these at a single platform. Just go to the Play Store, type Exampur over there, click on the install button, click on the open part, just do the registration and start using it. Okay, so next question is, which one of the following is biodegradable? Which of the following is biodegradable? Is it paper, DDT, aluminium or plastic? Dichloro, diphenyl, trichloroethane, right? So yes, what is the correct answer over here? Waiting for the answer, please. Question is, which among us the following is biodegradable? Now, it would be degraded by the microbes, and yes, we will be having good and safe environment. So, what is the correct answer here? Absolutely correct. So, Albertson, Vikram, Akleshwar, great. That's totally correct. That is going to be a paper. Now, what happens with DDT? DDT is the one which keeps on accumulating. Since it is not biodegradable, it keeps up on accumulating, and this creates the issue for us, right? So yes, paper is the correct answer over here. Next we have, disease caused by severe mercury poisoning is dash. We have just discussed about it. Disease caused by severe mercury poisoning. Mercury. Remember, we were talking about cinnabar, that is its ore. Cinnabar, that was its ore. So what is the answer over here? Which is that particular issue which will be caused? So answer. And I told you, this question is repeatedly asked by twisting in one way or the another. Yes, totally correct. Absolutely correct, Vikram. Here, the correct answer is going to be Mini-Mata disease, that is caused because of the severe mercury poisoning. So Akleshwar, Vikram, both of you are correct. Okay, next question please. Which of the following are the methods of heat transfer? Now this is very, very simple. Albertson, Vikram, Akleshwar, all of you were correct. So my question is, which of the following are the methods of heat transfer? What is it? Methods of heat transfer? Is it convection, evaporation, revolution or thermal expansion? What is the correct answer over here? Answer please. Waiting for the answer please. So Albertson is going with A, Akleshwar is going with A. That is convection, it's totally correct. If I talk about the methods of heat transfer, what are they? There are three methods. First one is conduction. Second one is convection. Third one is radiation. Now, if I talk about conduction, convection, radiation, what's that? In the conduction, there are molecules which are present at their own location. They are not moving. That means, for example, I'm taking a rod and I'm heating it up. This means the molecules which are present here, they will start vibrating. And if they start vibrating, this will also vibrate. Because of this, this will also vibrate, and this vibration will reach here. And because of the high vibration over here, this part will also get heated up. Let's see what is happening. There is no net movement in the molecules. This means molecules are only vibrating. So this can take place in solid, liquid or gases, where we can talk about the only vibration of molecules. But if I talk about convection, it is the process in which heat is transferred by the movement of molecules, where molecules are moving from one location to another. Now this cannot take place in solid. It can never take place in solid. It will only take place in liquid and gases. And remember, these particular questions which I am discussing, all these are previously asked. First question is, conduction can occur only where? So you can write solid, liquid, gas. It cannot occur where? It cannot occur in vacuum. Why? Because there are no such molecules present. Then talking about convection, where convection can occur? It can only occur in liquid and gases, because in solids, solid cannot move, right? If solids molecules will move, it will start moving here and there. Just imagine this scenario. Wood is moving here and there, bottle is moving here and there. Is it possible? No, because in solids, molecules are compact and they cannot move. So this convection in this molecules are moving, so it will take place in liquid and gases. But this one is again important. In radiation, there is no medium required. There is no such medium required where we can talk about electromagnetic induction, electromagnetic waves as well. Please remember, in this radiation, you can talk about the heat energy which is coming from sun to earth. Now, this is again the question of previous year part. I'll put 4 stars over here, very, very important. So, energy coming from sun to earth comes in the form of radiation where there is no such medium required. So, here are 4 questions which are again and again asked. Please remember, methods of heat transfer. Here only convection is the answer. There are 3 methods of heat transfer: conduction, convection, radiation. In conduction, only molecules vibrate at their same location. In convection, molecules leave their location. And in radiation, there is no such medium required. Got my point? So yes, all these were the important questions for today. Tomorrow we will come up with the same session, same type of session in which we will be having mixed questions. And in the evening between 6 to 7, we will have questions based on previous year CGL examination. Okay. So bye-bye everyone. Please take care. In case you have any doubt, comment section is always there for you. And I'm always there for you between 12 to 1 and 6 to 7 every day. Okay. So bye-bye.